Hello, I'm just going to make the soup at the same time as doing my weigh-in video. My battery's pretty good, it's about 29%. I might not have a huge amount of time battery wise. So today I weighed in at 10 stone 5.5 pounds. So my top end of my target nowadays is 10 stone 6 pounds. So I am just half a pound under the top end of my target. I'm surprisingly okay with it because at 10 stone 5.5 I don't feel huge. I can definitely tell that this is about top end is where I want to be. I managed to stay to group, which was lovely. Just going to grab the saucepan. Start making the soup. Put it on, fill it with a bit of water. There we are, so I can just start putting all that together. I think recently I've been looking at lots of the fact that as I've been changing shape and changing weight, and the longer I've been doing it, I think I understand quite a lot of the things I used to believe about weight loss and kind of what a good size is to be is sometimes a bit flawed. I think a lot of the things I try and think about are yes, I'm in my BMI, but is my waist size the right size? Is my visceral fat the right amount of visceral fat on the inside? Am I what is too slim? You know, am I you know, I'm trying to figure out those things, and I think I've realised that it's fine where I'm at. I'm so just under 10.5 stone. And I think that also I understand that if I were to go to 9 stone, for instance, not in the 9 stone brackets, I would also be healthy. I think one of the things I realised was, because my mum says a lot that I don't want to lose too much weight because just in case I'm ill, I need some weight that I can lose if I need to. But in reality, do I want to live my life just in case I'm ill? Because that seems a little bit yes I might lose if I got ill, got flu or something. Yes, I might lose, like, you know, before I lost 5 pounds I might lose that, but in reality, recovery wise, I could just put it back on again if I needed to. So I don't think I should live my life in a just in case scenario. I need to live my life related to how do I feel. I'm still a bit conscious of my tummy, or what they call the fupa, which was the fat upper pubic area, the kind of the area. I've got a little bulge in my area, and I think it's not very big nowadays, but it used to be quite big, and I think obviously I'm not going to do any pushing to lose loads of weight quick, fast. This is a slow process, so just stick to plan and see what happens. But I'm not going to be worried anymore if I drop down into the 9 stone bracket. I'm not going to be scared of it. It's fine. It's perfectly, completely fine. The lowest weight I can be at 5'6", realistically in a healthy form, is 8 stone 3. So I'm way above 8 stone 3. Well, right now I'm just over 2 stone heavier than 8 stone 3, so I'm fine. And I've lost, well, so today means I will have lost 3 stone 3 pounds today. So that's kind of like, you know, quite a bit more again. So I'm not in any danger of randomly being too underweight. The other thing I was aware of was if I get to 10 stone, I would have lost 50 pounds from my first when I first weighed in at Slimming World. So I'm at the moment I started off at 13 stone 8.5. I'll put some quinoa in. Quinoa. I'll put some lentils in as well. So I'm going to put some red lentils in the soup. I started off at 13 stone 8.5, which was just about, if I get it right, yeah, it's just about 190 pounds. And if I get to 10 stone, it will be 140 pounds, which means that 50 pounds, I would have lost 50 pounds. And I'm suddenly very aware, and that's quite a lot of weight, isn't it? I mean, 50 pounds. I mean, I think when you say like 3 stone, 3.5, that's what it would be by the time I'd got to that point. If I was there, that would be just over 3.5 stone. Then it doesn't sound quite a lot so much in my head, but 50 pounds is a lot of weight realistically. And I did a fair bit of looking online and like looking at seeing what these are good vegetable cubes. I got this thing here. I went to, because I do half my shopping in Lidl's now, half my shopping in Sainsbury's, because quite a fair amount of stuff in Lidl's that is quite a lot cheaper. And I'm getting better now at walking past all the delicious chocolates and crisps and all those things now. I can just move on from them, so they're good. I got these Newgate vegetable stock cubes. I think they were 40. No, they were 39p. I don't know if it might be the same sort of price in. Well, I'm very aware they're quite oily, sticky. Mind you, I think all stock cubes are free anyway, aren't they? Yeah, 7 calories per 100 ml, so they're fine. Got any? Maybe it's just the starch. Just have some fat in there. But they're really crumbly. Not crumbly. They're you can squish them really easily. Often the others. So I think these are going to dissolve really, really well. Sometimes some stock cubes you're there for a couple of days, aren't you? Trying to get them to actually dissolve. I wonder if I should put another one in, because we're going to have quite a lot of soup. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I saw some on I can't remember where I saw it actually. There was something I saw like on Facebook or something like that, where somebody had made like a sort of a fake. I think it might have been Reddit actually, Reddit Slimming World. Made a fake tomato soup, like you know one of them cup of soups, and it was just a stock cube, and then a squeeze of tomato puree in it, and that was quite worked really, really well as just as a kind of a cup of soup. Yeah, that's they're really good stock cubes. My hands. Yeah, a little dryer, a tea towel. So at the moment I've just got some lentils in there at the moment and 2 stock cubes. Vegetables to add in there, some onions, that'll be good. I'm going to put some spinach in there, so a couple of sort of rounds of frozen spinach. Pour in there. I should have got some more peas really. I'm going to write that on my list. I've got a selection of lists. That's my Lidl's list. I'm going to put peas on there. These peas are way cheaper there. Also, I made myself a plan. I don't really want peas in the soup. I think I've got some sweet potatoes still left in the fridge as well. I'm just going to show you my plan I made. So this is what I normally eat every week, and I wrote it all down on treated myself and spent a little while on an Excel document, coloured it all rainbow colours, and wrote down everything I normally eat during my week. So this is, I do this every single week, and I just change it around slightly according to each day. If something doesn't quite work out, I can change it around, but I swap free for free foods, and I try and keep to the same basic thing there. On Monday, breakfast, tangerines after I've weighed in. Lunch is soup and cheese. Snack is soup, leftover soup. The nuts, healthy extra portion, and sultanas, 25 grams. That's 3.5 sins, and I have 2 portions of the nuts, 2 healthy extra portions of nuts, and I've rounded it up to about 10 sins, because some nuts are about 10 sins, some nuts are less. So I think, well, if I just go for 10 sins for all of the nuts, then I've covered my bases, and I don't have to keep counting them every single day, because one day I might want cashew nuts, one day I might want Brazil nuts, one day I might want pecans, I might want to change the different types of nuts. So if I just stick to 10 sins to cover all of it, then we'll be okay. And then I've got the drinks throughout the day are the same each day: black coffee, diet cola, and water. So obviously I don't have them at specific times, they're just things I choose to drink. I don't have sugar-free squash on there, actually. I don't tend to do that so much anymore. I've got on Tuesdays banana, tangerine, yogurt and coffee in the mornings. I've taken to having sort of made my coffee. I've got black coffee, and I'll tip some in with the yogurt and the banana and the tangerines or apples, so that's what I'm talking about. The tangerines wise is speed food, so as long as I swap speed for speed, I'm relatively okay. And I find just a little bit of black coffee in there kind of just gives the yogurt a little bit of depth of flavour. Lasagna and cheeses for lunch on Tuesday. Oh, I forgot to say, my dinner on Monday is lasagna and cheese. The snacks, again the same, so I have the snacks at the same time every day when I come back from work, or here's after I've picked the kids up from school on the Monday, and every day is the same on the snacks, the same thing. So it's all, I sort of know what I'm doing already all day. Chili and cheese for dinner on Tuesday. Wednesday, the banana and yogurt, chili and cheese for lunch, the nuts and sultanas for snack, and pasta and cheese with gherkins and 5 olives. And I've also done a little tally chart at the end, so I know how much sins I've got. Then by Thursday and Friday, I often find I'm getting a bit more hungry in the morning, so I will put in porridge on Thursdays and Friday mornings, and so I'll swap out. And so that means on the Thursday and the Friday I have seeds instead of the nuts for my snack, because there's more seeds. You get more seeds for the healthy extra B than you do nuts, because of course they're tinier. So that'll make me still feel I'm having plenty of that type of food. Obviously, if then I choose not to have porridge and I choose to have banana and yogurt, I can have a healthy extra B again, another one in the evening. Or if on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I'm feeling like I want some more food, I can choose porridge, but I just have to make sure I choose the seeds in the evening, and as long as I remember what I've had for breakfast, I'm okay. And then that's the Thursday. The lunch is the pasta and veg and cheese, the picked gherkins and olives again. The dinner is chili and cheese. Friday, porridge for breakfast, lunch chili and cheese, snack is the seeds and sultanas, and the dinner is curry, and I like to stir through some grapes in the curry. There's the cheese as well, so you can see here I was adding in milk for my porridge, but I've decided I'll just have a yogurt in there if I want to. And then that leaves I like having lunch for cheese for lunch and cheese for dinner. So if I wanted the cheese with my curry, I could. I don't have any rice anymore because I just had enough of rice, so I just have the chili with no rice and curry with no rice. Saturday, I go to work all day and I don't have there's no lunch time, so I just take fruit with me to snack on if I get hungry. So I make sure I start on the Saturday with porridge, so it fills me up as much as possible. And then I get home, I'll have the seeds, and the dinner on Saturday is spaghetti bolognese with the cheese. Sunday, the yogurt and fruit in the morning, and I make sure I have milk with my coffees on a Sunday, because I do feel a little bit like I want some extra comfort on a Sunday. I'm a bit tired, etc. So I decided that I would just then have my cheese with my pasta and veg, and then the evening is the corn on the cob, new potatoes, green beans and baked beans, and then I'll have 3 coffees during that day with milk, my healthy extra A. The cheese is on the pasta and veg, and then again the snacks are again the same sort of time. Is the nuts, 2 lots of nuts, sultanas and the fruit. So that's basically what I have each week. Obviously, if it, according to the, I'll put it there in case you want to have a proper look. And then I'll, so if things change within it, firstly, what happens if I've accidentally end up doing something completely different one day, for example, half term or something, or I don't know, things happen, don't they? Different days happen. I can do that day complete, and then I know exactly what I'm going to go back to. So, for example, a Monday might be different, but I know that on a Tuesday I can just go back to where I was. This plan for me works whether I'm at work or not at work, because I still apportion up my food. For example, on the Tuesday lasagna, if for some reason I'm at home, which I'm not usually, but if I was, I'd still have that lasagna sat there waiting for me to have for my lunch, or I'd take it with me, and all of the foods I have and all of the meals I make are freezable, are like they sit in the fridge for a bit. You can eat them all cold or eat them all hot, so it's all, just in case. But yeah, I just thought I'd show that because I really enjoyed myself on my Excel document. I felt very guilty spending all that time. Anyway, I'll just pin it back up again. So I've printed out one for home and I've printed out one for work, and so I know when I'm there, I know what I'm having, and I know what I can expect to have, and that just helps me, reduces down my stress because I know what I'm supposed to be eating and know what I'm going to eat. That makes life a lot easier. Right, that's a nice setup now. The lentils have had a little go and they've absorbed some of that. I'm going to now dump in some frozen veg. What do I want? I want some onions in there. So Lidl's is very good. They got this frozen onions and such. So this is 69p for 500 grams of chopped onions, which is a very good value. Much cheaper than Sainsbury's. So I'm going to put half a bag of frozen onions in there in the soup. Mushrooms in there. Might have a few mushrooms. That'd be nice. We've got lentils, we've got onions, we've got spinach, some mushrooms in there. For half of this, the same again. Sliced mushrooms, 500 grams. CNT. So put half of them in there. Quinoa. I was looking for my quinoa earlier. Lidl's again very good for quinoa. I think it's something like £1.20 for 300 grams. Is that it? Popping corn, couscous. Quinoa. There it is. Got some quinoa. It's a lot cheaper than Sainsbury's, because Sainsbury's do it for maybe like it's £2.20 or something, I think. So it's a lot cheaper. So I've got some grains in there. I've got how much? I think I've got a wide variety of. Yes, I've got quinoa and lentils are free foods. I don't know whether they're protein, they probably are. And got some speed in there. I now need to really bulk it out, but I really want some sweet potatoes. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll just do some, I'm just going to peel up some sweet potatoes and put them in there, chop them up nice and small, and that'll probably be about what I put in there, I think. I don't think I want, oh, I know. mixed pulses in water, so I'm going to put in as well. My mixed pulses in water, the Sainsbury's one, 65p for a tin. So I think I'll put that in there and put that one there. And I'll say goodbye, and I shall finish up the other bits, and that'll just sit and simmer. Okay, here's to another good week, and I shall see you all next week, hopefully with a bit of a loss, as I do not want to be sitting around at the top end of my target. Okay then, lots of love to everybody, bye.